Hi, it's Doug M here. I'm wearing a silly hat. I'm desperate for YouTube hits, subscriptions, anything you'll give me that's free and I can handle. I know I'm doing abysmally at this channel, but I'm trying my hardest. Anyway, this is my update. I'll even put on a stupid Irish accent. I don't mind demeaning myself. It's a hearty. This is the crappiest Irish accent you'll hear for many a day. I have a pint of Blarney on me. Anyway, this is my update for my trip to Cairns. It's been a week since I last clocked in and gave you an update of what was happening. In that time, I've had all those big metal containers removed by my cousin. He kindly took that and some other stuff. His daughter and him carried it out into the street for me and packed it away and took it there, and he's been fantastic, really well, good support. He won't take any money for the storage, even though I've offered him some. So he's a really nice guy, and I'm really grateful that he's actually helping me out. So that makes life a lot easier. I had a major setback with my YouTubing this week in the technical front. I've got myself my my GoPro Black. That's here in my hot little hands. I've got the battery. What I don't have is the memory card, and I need to get myself a really fast mother of a memory card. I'm getting a 64 gigabyte one. I ordered it on eBay. That was all fine, and it turned up when it was supposed to. Then when I open the package, I find out it's not a micro. So I went through all this crap trying to get the specs right, and what ended up happening was I forgot the most fundamental thing, the size of the damn card. So I stuffed that up, and I had to return it on Thursday last week to the eBay guy. I think he's actually going to give me a replacement, no additional cost of a micro, which is really nice of him because he's had to pay double postage. So I'd love to give him some nice feedback on eBay for that. But you know, I don't know if that's possible because the listing seems to have dropped off. But he reckons he's sent out the micro card to me today, so hopefully it'll be in my hot little hands tomorrow, and I can finally activate my GoPro Hero 4 Black and get some nice YouTube footage for you guys and myself. It's a far superior video quality from what I can gather, so I'm really looking forward to trying it out. But anyway, getting back to the move, I've got all the painting done, and my cousin, when they came over to move those galvanised boxes, he had a look at the painting in the bathroom, and he said, "I'm sorry, 2 coats won't cut it. You need another coat at least." And so I actually also did that. I bit the bullet, and 2 days later I put another coat of paint on. Didn't take me long. I was really getting into the groove of it. The more you do it, the faster it gets. I don't know if my methods get better, but it's certainly easy to cover the ground a lot faster when you've had a little bit of experience. So, you know, that went down well. So now I'm just sort of waiting for that card, but also I got another couple of things done as well during the week. I got onto the agent, and they're going to have the cleaners come round this Wednesday. The photographers, I should say, come round next Wednesday to take photos of the place so I can lease it out. I also because of that, I got the place cleaned last Sunday by a couple of friends who do professional house cleaning, and they've cleaned out the patio out there. So now it's quite clean outside, which is good. There's only now a couple of pots there. There used to be about 8 pots. I had to remove all the potting mix and put it into the dumpster, and all the wooden pots that I'd actually bought that are made in Vietnam were starting to rot anyway. So it probably was a good time. And I think I had them there for about a year, so they don't last that long, obviously, unless you've got them protected. But it doesn't matter. It's actually nice and tidy now, so it's good for tenanting. You've got to make it reasonably safe for all types of tenants, so you don't want to put people off with a jungle out in your balcony. That's probably the last thing you want to do, so that's I've taken that advice. Also got into contact with a handyman I've used for years. He's a fantastic guy, really. He never overcharges, and he always shows up on time. He's now actually retired, but he was prepared to do a couple of small jobs for me. So he did. He put the silicone lining under the mirror in the bathroom, and that's something I couldn't possibly do. I'll get him to do a bit of plastering work, because around the manhole there's still a bit of exposed area around the manhole with metal, and he'll need a very small plastering job. He also put a picture hook in so I could hang a picture I had in the other room. It's the only one that's halfway decent. The other ones are pretty crappy looking, so that might make the place look a little better. The other good news I got today was that there's going to be a hard rubbish collection happening. Chris, the handyman, told me that he'd actually pick up a new mattress for me for only $20. At IKEA, the mattresses only cost $170, which is fantastic. But their lowest cost for getting the transport to the city, which is only a couple of kilometres, is around $58. That's the lowest. It may be up to 90. I don't know what they charge. Chris will do it for me for 20. And the other thing I was worried about was disposing of the old mattress. A lot of people here, they just dump their old mattresses around where the dumpsters are, which is highly illegal. Whether or not they get away with it, I don't know, because there is CCTV here, and if they know who's actually doing it, presumably you could get fined. But I've just discovered today that the council have got a hard rubbish collection a week before I fly out to Cairns. It couldn't ask for better timing. That is perfect. So, you know, some things are going okay. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed overall about the trip now, and I think things are going to get better as time goes by, because I've got the big things out of the way. There's a lot less crap in the spare room now, so it's going to be okay to photograph. Just got to rearrange stuff and start giving stuff to people as over the next period of. We've got about 3 weeks. We've got plenty of time, so it shouldn't be too stressful. Yeah, so that's worked out well. I want to make a comment about my B&B, my Airbnb booking in Cairns. The place looks fine. It's quite reasonably priced, and you know everything. It's in Edgehill. It's a nice suburb. But the one thing, this is not just this person, this host. This is the difference between booking at a hotel and booking through Airbnb. I've asked the host a couple of direct questions, and she's ignored them both times. On the second occasion I asked her the first question, she did respond. I haven't asked her the second time, the second question twice yet, but I guess I'll have to. It's just whether I can, because I'm going to be turning up there before the check-in time, and I just want to make sure I can leave my stuff there, or maybe even check in early. But she just ignored that, totally ignored that question that I passed through. And this sort of thing happens at Airbnb. It's a part of it's a fact that you're not dealing with professionals, and people just get distracted and they don't have comprehension skills. I haven't got verbal skills. I can't talk. Comprehension skills. Take 3. Anyway, so it really bugs me, you know, why, when you ask a question, why can't people? It happened to me with the guy who's selling the memory card as well. I asked him specific questions, he ignored them. He finally got back to me, but it took a couple of goes. It's just frustrating. You know, if I was on the other side of the ledger, I'd be making sure I answer the questions if I could. But, you know, maybe I'm just being pedantic. I'm just probably being a grumpy old bastard, which I'm pretty good at doing. You know, I've got all the prerequisites for that. So, you know, that's who I am. I'm glad I got to use this stupid old hat. You can see I've been waiting a few years. It's 4 years. It's 2012 vintage when I got this thing given to me. YouTube is the perfect opportunity to make a goose out of yourself. So why not do it now? Anyway, look, that's basically where I stand at the moment. Things are a lot better. I think I'll start calming down a bit more and less stress. I've got over the hump, as it were, and but there's always things to do, so we'll see how it goes on Wednesday with the agent, and I'll report back to you at the end of the week. Bye.